In our development, one of the first relationships we cultivate is between our core, which holds some of the vital organs in our body, and our distal parts, which are our limbs. So today we're going to use that connection to help us transition in between spaces and kind of change a little bit of the energy and hopefully recharge a bit. So the first thing we're going to do is just have a moment to return to our body and just have a moment to just place your hands in different parts of the core, something that makes you feel quite held and quite safe. And then we're going to develop a relationship then as we stretch out into more using our distal parts. So we're going from self to stretching out of it into the world, into our immediate kind of space. If you're not feeling like you want to expand it, too much, that's fine. We can just have that return to self. So these could be quite big, where we expand and contract, and we can do that sitting down as well, just kind of curling up a little bit into a ball, and then stretching out in different directions. That helps us kind of return, self-settle, acknowledge where we are in the space. That's really important. Then I'm just going to ask you to reflect a little bit of the space that maybe you were coming from, or the space that you're transitioning into. And I'd like for us to use the concept in movement called the shape. So a shape is a frozen capture. It can be something quite concrete, a gesture, a facial expression, or it can be a very full body expression of something that's happening. The most important bit is that you're not too judgmental about what you're doing. You don't overanalyze anything. It's just a very tiny measure of how we are in that moment. So see if you can choose a small gesture or a big shape about how you're feeling right now. And we're just going to try that. I'm going to choose this shape. Yeah. So just hold that a second. Close your eyes, see if you can register your body, and then open your eyes up. And then let's try doing another shape about where do you want to transition into. So maybe if you're going to a difficult meeting, or maybe you're dealing with a client that maybe might be a bit challenging, or you're kind of transitioning out of work. See if you can do a little shape that then takes a little bit into a movement. So almost like a live picture. So then you'll go back to where you were, and then that shape where we want to be. And then we'll shake it out. So you can do that throughout your day to do a very brief check-in of how you're doing. Also, setting up the structure for the day. You can take a picture of it, journal it for yourself, or return back to it. And you can create shapes about how something that maybe keeps you a bit safe, or maybe something that keeps you calm, or something that provokes a really nice memory. And you can keep doing that. It could be quite small, so you can do it in any kind of public space. And that will hopefully keep you quite grounded for the rest of the day. And you can always return to it as a protective factor. Gracias, Dil, for moving with me today. I'm very curious to see how you got on. So if you have ideas, feedback, or you want to share a bit about your experience, you can leave some feedback on the website or tag us in social media. This is one part of a 3-part series, so you can access all 3 together, or just one part as you need it. And you can access this on the Cultural Cwtsh website. This was Thania from the Body Hotel, and I'm so glad we got to move together today. Thank you.